Most of us have this idea that financial freedom is, well, it's way off in the distance, right? Maybe something for when we hit 60, if we're lucky. But what if I told you there's a totally different path, a faster one? That's what we're going to break down today, the actual blueprint to get there way, way sooner.
I mean, it's the question we all have in the back of our minds, isn't it? Do you really have to grind it out for 40+ years just to finally get a little control over your own time, over your own life?
Well, the good news is, this blueprint says no way. It shows it doesn't have to be like that at all. There is a clear, totally actionable plan to get to financial freedom so much earlier than you probably think. And honestly, it all kicks off with just changing how you look at the goal in the first place.
Okay, so let's dive into Section 1, Redefining Financial Freedom. This is probably the most important step of all, because it's a total mindset shift. First things first, we've got to redefine what this whole financial freedom thing even means.
So here's the big idea, right? Financial freedom, it's not about being rich in the flashy sense. It's not about the mansion or the fancy car. It's simply about having choices. It's that point where your money is working for you, so you have the power to say yes to the things that truly matter and, just as importantly, no to the things that don't.
And this just nails the mindset switch you have to make. It's so easy to get caught up in chasing status, right? Trying to impress your neighbors or your friends on Instagram. But forget all that. The real win is making that quiet, tangible progress toward your own goals. See, chasing impressions, that'll keep you broke. But chasing actual progress, that's what sets you free.
All right, so let's move into Section 2, Building Your Foundation. Now that we've got the mindset right, it's time to actually lay the groundwork. This is all about those fundamental habits that create a rock-solid base for building real wealth.
Oh, I absolutely love this quote because it is just so blunt and so true. Don't try to look rich, focus on becoming rich. This is the golden rule, really. So many people get tripped up right here, spending money they don't even have to project this image they haven't earned yet. Your focus has to shift entirely to the becoming part, not the looking part.
In this chart right here, this is the whole game in one simple picture. That gap between what you earn and what you spend, that's not just savings, that is everything. That gap is your power. It is the fuel for your entire wealth-building engine.
And listen, if you're young, this is your superpower. Seriously, it's more powerful than a big inheritance, more powerful than a high-paying job. Time is the single greatest asset you have. The earlier you get this foundation locked in, the more runway you give your money to grow and grow exponentially.
Okay, foundation's set. Mindset's right. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Section 3, Starting Your Wealth Engine. This is where we shift from playing defense to playing offense. We're moving from just saving money to actively growing it.
Let's be real, the old model of just relying on one job, it's not just outdated, it's risky. You've got to start building multiple streams of income. And look, this doesn't have to be some huge, complicated thing. You can start so small. Even an extra $50 a week from some little side hustle can make a massive difference over time. It's all about building momentum, not about being perfect from day one.
Now, this is a super important distinction we need to make. Saving versus investing. Saving is fantastic, right? It's like putting your money in a safe. It protects it. But investing, that's what multiplies it. It's like putting your money on a team and sending it out to win for you. You absolutely need both, but you're never going to get to freedom without that second part. And this is why investing is so unbelievably powerful. It's because of compound interest. It's where your money starts making money. And then the money it made starts making more money. It literally becomes your silent partner, working for you 24/7, even when you're asleep. That's the real magic right there.
And seriously, don't let this part intimidate you. You don't need to be some Wall Street genius. You can start with really simple, proven stuff. Things like low-cost index funds, which basically let you own a tiny piece of the entire stock market. They're a fantastic starting point for pretty much anyone. The key isn't to be an expert. It's just to get started.
All right, let's bring it home with our final section, playing the long game. So, you've got the right mindset, your wealth engine is starting to run. Now, how do you keep it going? How do you sustain this journey and actually make sure you cross that finish line?
Financial freedom really does start between your ears. The more valuable skills you have, the more you can earn and the more you can invest.
Simple as that. Every new skill you learn, whether it's communication, sales, or just getting really good at managing your own money, it's like adding another brick to your financial fortress.
It feels like everyone today is looking for that magic bullet, right? That get-rich-quick scheme. But let me tell you, true, lasting wealth, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It rewards consistency, it rewards discipline, and more than anything, it rewards patience. You just have to stay focused and trust the process.
Okay, let's wrap this all up because this next part is so important. I really want you to let this sink in. So many of us think, oh, I'll start investing, when I make more money. But that is a trap. Because it's not about how much money you have right now. It's about making a decision. The decision to start. The decision to get your spending under control. To learn that new skill. To invest that very first dollar. That decision is the one thing you have 100% control over, starting this very moment.
So the message here is really simple. Don't wait for the, quote, perfect moment to get started because, well, it doesn't exist. Just start with what you've got, right from where you are. Start small, but please, start today.
And I just want to leave you with this one question to think about. Picture yourself 5, 10, even 15 years from now. The small choices you make this week are going to build their reality. So, what's one decision you can make today that your future self will look back and be incredibly, deeply thankful for?